Fair enough. I did some loose florals yesterday and I wasn't that happy with them. Let me put them the right way up. So I thought that I would practice doing that again today. It's almost something that I've like taken for granted because I used to do them all the time without thinking. I stopped doing them for a few months and now I'm not quite where I was. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. Forgive me, I'm new to live stream, so I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be doing other than reading and painting, I guess. I think the problem with this one was maybe too many pinks. Oh, perfect. Which colour? I keep being drawn to purples, but then I also feel like I've tried purples and it's not working. So I should just let it go and try a different colour. So maybe we'll do, I want to say I've tried yellows as well, and let's try oranges. Maybe like pastel colours. Let's see. Hopefully we'll have better luck today. And this is like my go-to Cotman set as well. Almost feels like I've been in a bit of a rut. Hey! Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by, Azira. To be honest, I should be going to bed soon too. Good question. I think it depends on how I feel by the end of it. So if I like the results, yes. If I don't like the results, then no. But the next one, I haven't even told my family I'm going live. This is literally like just a secret live to get me a bit more comfortable with it. But what I may do is post a story on my Instagram of the finished result, whether I like it or not. Oh, thank you, Miss Ebony. And let's get some reds. Nope, that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want either. Let's make it a bit darker. Kind of want like maroon, basically. This is closer to brown. Okay, let's see. Let's do some roses now. Thank you. Good night. Okay, the rose I like more. Let's do another one here. And what color should we have now? You know, for a second I actually forgot that there's a camera on me here. I thought it was just down there. Um, as I'm making like funny faces. Let's make the center a bit darker. A bit more red. Maybe I should just stick to the two colours. Let's do... Make the center a bit red to tie in. Now let's do leaves. You can see the other thing is also that I've used like up my favorite colors. So this is a challenge not only because I haven't done florals in ages, but also like using colors I'm not normally used to. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Dawn. I'm doing like OBGYN. Whoops. On a side note, my plan is to, maybe we'll see how it goes, to release a video tomorrow. Basically, I've done quite a few like hauls over a period of time, but some things have like all come together. So I may do that tomorrow, but I've been ill like for a week or so, so I haven't done any editing. So I thought this might be like a nice way around it, given that today is like the first day that I'm feeling a bit more human. Oh wow. Like adult nursing or pediatric or... And does that mean you did nursing as well, or you did it separately to nursing? If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. I don't like that colour. Oh, you guys know each other? What a small world. Oh. My mum did nursing as well. Adult nursing. Pastel pink in the background. Oh, maybe that would be really nice actually. It's funny because usually with my florals I don't do backgrounds because I don't know how to... Like if I'm going to do a background I normally do it first. We'll see. I'll try. Ah. Okay, let's try with the light pink. I am very, very, very much a night owl. It's funny because I am trying to get out of it, and I got out of it for maybe like 4 days, and then I just snapped back tonight. I haven't actually slept today, have I? I had a I had a project, and because I haven't like had time to do um anything for the rest of the week, I've basically been up since yesterday. But at least that means that I'll fall asleep in a few hours and I'll actually like sleep properly. Are you painting as well, Helen? Oops, that was stronger than I wanted it. Honestly, honestly, I mean, yeah, it is hard. But I find that one of the good things about like actually having a YouTube, and I don't know if you agree, Dawn, is that it like keeps me a bit more accountable. I pretty much think that if it wasn't for the fact that I had committed to like a YouTube channel and that, you know, you guys are watching, I wouldn't still be doing art as much as I am. Oh, that sounds lovely, Helen. For me, I mean, it was quite interesting. During COVID, I moved, so I was living on my own. And oddly enough, I actually had more time as a result. So I think that's part of the, like, to be honest, I picked art up again in 2020 with COVID. The issue was more like when it got busier and you just didn't really have much energy to do anything else. Yeah, honestly, this this learning curve was steep. Even to do this live chat, to set this up, to set this up took me well over an hour. As in, like, well over. For ages, I thought that my webcam was a Logitech, and it's not. Like, I thought that the name that's on the webcam was just like the brand of Logitech. So I just downloaded this Logitech like application, and I was trying to get it to recognize my camera, and that wouldn't recognize. Then my lights were having like a weird strobing effect on the webcam, so that wouldn't work. Then my phone wouldn't get recognized. Like, I mean, yeah. Well, anyway, thank God for perseverance, because we're here now. What do you mean? What kind of videos did you use to make, Miss Ebony? What do you mean, Dawn? By a link. Also, that started happening to me because when I started, like, since I've started YouTube, obviously I spend a lot more time watching it, and YouTube is like recommending more and more and more stuff. So I actually ended up I watch a lot more YouTube than I used to before. Like, there are so many things I didn't used to do. Like, I never had like forgive me, I never had subscribers, not subscribers, I never subscribed to anything. Like, I wouldn't watch it enough to be doing any of those things. That being said, if you're watching this, please subscribe. Because yeah, I didn't appreciate like what difference it would make. I didn't realize how much hard work it took to make videos. I didn't think that people would reply to me if I commented. So, you know, there's just so many things that You just don't know until you do it. This is a uni pen, you see? A uni pen fine liner. And these are my Cotman set. And as I was saying, I wasn't very happy with this one. Like, I mean, it's growing on me. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. But it kind of like reaffirmed that I need to like practice. And they don't take me long. But I think it's just because I started doing more landscapes. Like, you know, when you start focusing on something else. And like, because I started focusing on gouache and doing more landscapes and everything, that became like my go-to when I picked up my paintbrushes. Ooh, do I enjoy acrylic? Yes and no. I prefer, like, it's third, so I prefer watercolor and gouache are joined, and then there's a space, and then there's acrylics. I don't know why, but me and acrylics really don't like get on that well. That being said, like, I have some acrylic pieces. Let me show you. This, which is one of my favorites, is acrylic. Can you see? And do I have anything? Yeah. Like, I don't mind acrylics, but I find that my acrylic pieces, apart from that one, I don't really tend to like. So this one's also acrylic. I don't know if you can see it because of the lights. Or let me put that down. So I'm like probably not the best person to ask. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one is more pastel. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I use them sometimes, and I feel like in theory they would be easier than acrylics. And part of me is like, isn't acrylic gouache pretty much acrylics? But the other part of me prefers other paints more. Oh, what was I doing? But if you do pick some up, let me know how it goes. The acrylics that I do have are Winsor & Newton, and they're quite nice. And I tried like really cheap ones from the works. Like that one actually was done. This one was done with like really cheap paints. And this one took me so long and so much work. I actually think I have a speed painting somewhere where basically like there's a completely different painting underneath that I did, and then I was like, oh, let me change it a little bit, and I was like, and then I got carried away and it completely changed. So that's a good thing about acrylic. But yeah, that was done with cheap ones and it's fine. So acrylics are not bad. You hope I feel better soon, Tony, or somebody else unwell. See, that's what I think. I have acrylic gouache on. Actually, let me ask. Do you mind if I put your names up? Hold on. I'm still new to like this live streaming thing. If it's me, Tony, thank you. I'm feeling a lot better now. Like I'm out of bed. Put on some makeup. So progress. But if someone else is sick, I hope you get well soon. And yeah, I have had Turner's gouache in my basket from Jackson's for roughly like 3 weeks now. They keep sending me those thanks. They keep sending, thank you, Miss Ebony. They keep sending me these, like, you know, you have your thing in the basket. But then part of me, so I'm going to get it. The question is when, because as I said, I've done like other hauls as well. And I really want to use every supply I have this year. So I want to say the hauls are going to calm down, but at the same time, I also know that I have 3 haul videos. Like, Yeah. Yeah, 3 hauls to show, excluding that one if I get it. Random question. If I do have a, what would you count as like a haul? Yeah, those exactly, those buy me now messages. That's what I keep getting. What would you consider a haul? Because I went to this art shop in London that was new that I didn't know about and I really enjoyed. But because I knew I'd bought some other stuff and for other reasons, I like didn't buy that much. I like three, three or so items with me. Oh, what's happening? Okay. Me wanted to. This is bad for your brushes. My bad. So part of me wanted to like show you guys because I get to like show you around the store as well because I spent hours there. The other part of me is like, it's not really. I don't know if people really enjoy it if I didn't buy like lots and lots of stuff. What are your thoughts? Oh, can I create a poll? I wonder. Yes, I can. Hey, wait. Yeah, I do like the matte effect, Helen. It's quite nice. But is that like the main difference? I think that's another reason I want to get it, to just experiment and figure out like, is that the main difference between acrylic wash and gouache? No, acrylic wash and acrylic, sorry. That's the thing. That's why I did a poll on my community, basically asking like, when I see all these deals, do you want me to show you? For example, Jackson's right now is having a sale on paper, so I was looking at all their sketchbooks before I started this. Do you want me to tell you, or is everyone like trying to save, trying to buy less, and thus I should just keep these to myself? I haven't been keeping, but someone recommended them to me because I think they have a shop in London, in central London. So it's on my to go place. Jackson's, yeah, I did see the Jackson sales. Um, that being said, I feel like they're granulating, and I'm not really like a granulating watercolor kind of girl. Or at least I thought I wasn't. And then I watched like Lindsay on the Frugal Crafter, and her paintings were stunning, even with the the granulating effects, and it made me reconsider. Perhaps I was too harsh. That's amazing. I could literally pick out my bookbinding things. Like I have had this idea of just making my own sketchbooks because I was like, that's really and truly the only way that I can make it exactly how I want it. Um, I just haven't had time. Like Dawn, I don't know how you do it. A YouTube channel and and a nurse and also make your own sketchbooks. Which sketchbooks do you have, Miss Ebony? Yeah, exactly. Choosing. So I'm having all these conversations with you guys. Yeah, someone told me choosing keeping is in Covent Garden, and the shop that I went to was the London Graphic Centre, which was also in Covent Garden. Um, I only went there because I went to this. Another question. I went to this museum in central London that had like that was quite cool, and I was meant to go out for dinner after, and um had a wait, and that's how I ended up at this art store because I had some time to kill, so I just looked for like nearest art stores. and London Graphic Centre was recommended. Let me see what people are saying. Oh, everyone's saying show me. I'm surprised. That's good. Which sketchbooks do you have, Miss Ebony, in the cart as we speak? I want like the I want the Stillman Burn. I've just heard so many good things about it, the beta series, and it's so annoying because when I first started painting, I went to Amsterdam and I saw them on sale in Amsterdam. But at the time, I was just like, what are they? There's, can't be bothered. I'll see later. And then like 3 months later, I'm really into painting, and I'm like, damn it, why are they sold out all the time? I fantasy shop as well. I literally have no. If you've seen my Jackson's haul, I assume most of you have seen my Jackson's haul. I literally have no need for more sketchbooks, and yet there's just something about a fresh sketchbook that I can't say no to. Always show me. Yeah, Jackson's is a UK based store, but they ship internationally. So they're quite good for that. If you're in the UK, they do next day delivery, which I think is one of the reasons that I'm just like, yes, Jackson's. And they actually have a store. I need to go to a store. But I kind of feel like that haul will be maybe Black Friday. Once I've used all my supplies, once I've used most of my supplies, then I think it'll be really fun to go there. Because I don't want to like go there and be like, oh, I can't buy this, oh, I can't buy that, oh, I can't buy this. I really want to go and like spend as much as my heart desires. And I must also say that normally I don't spend money on anything. This is quite unlike me, but there's something about sketchbooks. Yeah, see, everyone keeps talking about the Stillman and Burn. Are you thinking about the beta series as well? The blue one. Okay, what do we think? It's finished? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What am I doing? Okay, that's as big as it's gonna get. I know, the Mercury sketchbooks look amazing. But can you get the sketchbook covers separately? What's their paper like? I just want to try all the papers in the world. I think that's the thing. I just want to try all of them. Cotton, non-cotton, cheap, expensive, everything. This is cellulose paper. Which one is this? This is cold press cassette paper. So it's like middle range. Oh, thank you. Oh, the maroon one. I'm kind of worried the papers will buckle because with the maroon one it said for dry media, so I don't know how seriously I should take that. But then again, my first sketchbook was a £3 sketchbook that like buckled at the sight of water, so so I think it will work. Yeah, these are the ones that I was thinking of getting, the beta or the delta, but I thought that I wanted something less thick than the delta, hence the beta. Yeah, the caddy papers are really cheap. Hold on. I do have some. I find that because they're cotton, they take so much water. Let me just arrange this for you. Shall we do another one? So I was saying, for those who weren't here at the beginning, that the reason I was doing this is because I did this yesterday and I didn't like it. And so I was like, okay, let me try again on the back of the paper. And this is meant to be, is not meant to be. This is 50% cotton paper. So then I did this and I was like, this is better, but I'm still not that happy with it. So now I'm trying like again. Hence why I'm doing this. Let's do it at the back of this. Oh, thank you guys. You're so supportive. It's so nice. You're so, so nice. No, I also, like, if I could, I would try all the papers. Are you guys going to be mad at me if I use this dirty water to do the next one? Give me 2 seconds, I'll change it. This is so unprofessional. Okay, that should give you a hint as to how small my studio is. I haven't tried Jackson's ones. Like Jackson's anything. Like, part of me does wonder, they must have good quality things, right? Do you have the... I have the small square ones. Where are they? They're really nice as well. I will try my best not to drink the water. Thankfully, that has never happened to me. It sounds terrible. Okay, which colours should we do now? Keep thinking like dark colours. Let's do an unnatural blue. See, I normally do use it until it's mud, even if it's gouache, where it's actually like proper, you know, you're basically picking up paint at that point. But I just felt like for the sake of this being on the internet, I should be a bit more respectable. Let's add some purple in there. I put my drink away. That's also another thing. Ah, well, do you guys want to know a secret? When I say studio, what that actually means is like studio in the apartment sense of the word. I feel like we're 37 minutes in, so the only people who will know this are like MVPs. But yeah, so I actually live like in one room. Like my bed is there, my kitchen is there, like everything is in one place. So nothing fancy, unfortunately. Oh, thank you so much, Inkworks. That's so nice of you. I only started a year ago. And it's funny because you really, when you do YouTube, you really don't know like what to expect. So one of my goals was to have 10 subscribers in a year. And I meant like subscribers that weren't my family. And you guys have all like exceeded my expectation. Sounds like it is not fancy. As in, don't get me wrong, it's nice. Like, it's a nice place. I can't complain, but it's just like, you saw how quick I went to my kitchen. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to have to dedicate an afternoon to like doing florals until I'm happy with them again. And I know I said I was going to stay away from purple, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I've got purple yet again. I mean, 3 water cups in theory would make sense, but it'd take a lot of retail space on the desk, no? Why can't I stay away from purple? Unclear. Oh, that sounds amazing, Dawn, to have a room entirely dedicated to art. That's like my dream. Even when I was younger, before I was like, oh yeah, I'll do art. I wanted like a craft room. Well, I wanted like a hobbies room with a piano, guitar, like everything. Every hobby I wanted to do would be in that one room. There's not enough space for partitions. I'm really telling you, it's proper small. We are indeed. Does everyone have pets? Rach, that is exactly my setup to a T. Cotman is quite nice. I do think it's quite nice. That being said, I haven't used like professional ones yet, so would my mind change drastically? Maybe. But so far, 2 years in, so good. And then also like as much as like now I'm getting I guess more comfortable with spending on art supplies. I never used to do this before. Like whatever supply I had was the supply that I would manage with. And still, like there are still some pieces that I created then, even like with the worst of worst supplies, that are still my favorites. So I do think that sometimes there is no rush to go and buy new things. That being said, if you don't know, Jackson's is having a sale. I've put a link to it in my what do you call it, community tab, in case you are interested. It is an affiliate link, which means that I get like rewards for referring, but you get charged nothing extra. And if you are new to Jackson's, you get 10% off. Not liking this. I think this is what happened last time. Yeah, it does like encourage spending on art supplies. Because I find that the videos that do the best are like hauls. So then you're like, oh well, if that's what people want to see, that's what I'll give them. But obviously, that can only last so long. Yeah, that would be ideal. Dawn, how do you have this perfect room? Yeah, I like that bit, but I don't know, um feel like I need to like sit down and like really learn color harmonies and color theory better. Ooh. Thank you, Miss Ebony. You guys are so nice, honestly, because I'm just like, I don't want to continue. As in, yeah, I don't know. In my head, also, I don't start with a plan. Maybe if I did, that would help matters. Yeah, English houses and flats are so unbelievably small. Like, so, so small. Um, it's beyond ridiculous. And I didn't realize how, the rest of the world was living until I went to America. And everyone's like living in a mansion. Nope, I want it darker. If anyone has any video ideas, feel free to let me know. It's a really nice one actually. The brush I'm using is a Princeton Aqua Elite, size 12. It's like my first expensive brush. No, I think it's like £8. But for me, it was like expensive because what I was using before were like these, which are from the works. You get, I think, like 8 for £3 or something. And they're so annoying. I still use them for my wash, but it's like this bit is coming off. I think now that I'm painting more, the difference in quality is starting to become more apparent. Oh, thank you so much. I honestly find them so relaxing, and it's funny because normally I'm not one for like abstract, but there's just something about like loose florals because I don't have to normally I don't have to think much about them. It's a bit different when people are watching you. Oh yeah, I can do landscapes next time. Trying to think, do I have some to hand to show you? It's funny how I am so easily distracted. This is a landscape I did recently. Can you see it? Oh, I think it's focusing on my face. I've put it on my Instagram as well. But yeah, I can definitely do landscapes next time. I think the reason I picked this is because I thought in theory it would be easier. You make do with what you have. I feel like this needs like a pop of bright colour. Yeah, exactly. Then Princeton brushes are nice and affordable. can still work quite nicely. Oddly enough, I don't get hand fatigue. I don't know, maybe because I operate, like I literally am always using my hands. So if I'm not painting, I don't know. But then again, maybe, or it's just that I'm not painting enough for it. I wish I had like a really bright. I don't think I'll do an outline on this because I don't think there's anything I can do to make me love it. Oh, thank you. Just feels so different to what I'm used to, because all my colors that this is basically the issue, all the colors that I'm used to are empty. Well, 320. I saw that that was a challenge going around, Dawn. Is it the Ohuhu markers? Are they alcohol markers? Oh, that would be why, yeah. Swatching 320 markers would do it. See, I never do. No. What's everyone up to, apart from watching me? And what time is it where you are? What time is it where I am? Midnight. What are the watercolor paints in the palette? They are... These are my Winsor & Newton Cotman set. So they're like student grade watercolors. You see? Same for these. Okay, now this one's really grown on me. In hindsight, I'm like, okay, this one maybe wasn't as bad as I thought. Avoiding an article review. What article are you meant to be reviewing, Anna? Oh, Helen, no wonder you knew it was late. 7 p.m. Is that US? And 5 p.m. Where are you, Temple? Where are you, Tony? Miss Ebony, I think you're right. If you have 3,000, it might be time to stop. Ah, US, Tony. I wonder what... This might be my last one. I basically want to like do one where I'm like, oh yeah, I love it. And then I'll stop. Or when everyone's like, actually, we're all tired, we're leaving. But I must say, I'm so happy that you're here. I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, I didn't put out any like any heads up that I would be doing this. East Coast USA. I can't, like, the fact that the difference in US time zones is unreal. Sorry, Anna. Am I helping you concentrate or am I distracting you? Oh wow, Arizona. Oh, when someone said landscape next, do they mean like now? I normally do it from a reference. Next live stream I'll do it. Once I have, like, if I have a look at a few references, then I will. I don't know what it'd look like if I did it from memory. Not memory, from imagination. Then again, someone talking about like a desert made me focus. Let me see. Japan. That's so cool. I mean, everywhere is cool, but my gosh, Japan. I think, Rach, you should get the the paintbrushes out. Not biased at all, but as you can see, that is what I would do. Shall I go to bed? Shall I do a live stream? Live stream for the win. Seattle. Okay, so Seattle, instantly, when I think of that, I think of Grey's Anatomy. Which I actually love. Like, I mean, it's complete fiction. Storylines a lot of the time are completely ridiculous, but I don't know, man. I love me some Shonda Rhimes. I didn't know there was an acid bath murderer in London. I normally watch crime dramas, but not documentaries. I was watching, because when I was watching like documentaries and like really, more serious crime dramas, it like occurred to me that, I don't know, I just started looking at everyone a bit differently. So I was like, I need to stop. Yeah, next live stream, I'll do landscapes. I'll like mentally prepare for them, if that makes sense. Can you believe this permanent rose? This is the second like tray that I finished. It's just one of my favorite colors. And I'm normally not even a pink person, but there's just something about that pink. That is everything. Yeah, I normally watch, my normal routine is bring out the paints and then start watching crime dramas. I thought today, let's do something different. Let's meet some of those 2022 goals and actually try. And also, to be perfectly honest, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I would be here alone. So I thought I could figure out how to set up the camera, how to set up the lights. Like, as I said, it took me over an hour to log in. And if I'd like planned a live stream, I would have missed it by the time I came on. Oh, can you see I'm using my porcelain palette? A win for using my art supplies this year, actually doing it. Oh, what are my favourite colours in this palette? Good question, Inquest. So, my permanent rose. Um, so, permanent rose is my favourite. Like, my favourite pink. That's this pink that's almost gone. Then next to it is alizarin crimson hue. That's one of my favourites. Sap green, my favourite. Payne's grey, favourite. That's the second one that's finished. Dioxazine purple. Will it focus? Yeah, that purple as well is my favourite. And gamboge. Gamboge and lemon yellow. Those are my favourite colours. The permanent rose, the sap green and the Payne's grey I've bought separate tubes of, and these are like I've filled them out and finished them again. Have I ever done an internship outside? No, I've done wouldn't really count as an internship because I was still a student. Well, I guess yeah, I was a student, but in Trinidad. I was there for a few months. But yeah, then I was a student, so I wasn't really practicing. I only practiced in the UK. Thank you. I try to create those for all my palettes because inevitably I will forget what colours what. I've done that, and then I've done this swatch chart, which is what I think I will switch to. I also bought a laminator to laminate, but I think this is what I'm going to switch to because I made this book and the good thing is that I can just like add indefinitely. Like I can just keep adding and adding and adding pages rather than if I have like a set book I may run out of pages. I mean, it's crazy that I could have that many sets, but in theory I could. So this is the Paul Rubens and this is the Cotman set. Yeah, and with the Cotman set I just took the labels as well so that I could have the information on light fastness and everything. And with the Paul Rubens one I kept this, which is what came with the set, but it doesn't give you any information in English. It doesn't give you any information in English about light fastness and everything. Yeah, I don't know how to say that, but I love that colour, that purple. Thank you so much, Temple. Yeah, my Instagram, oddly enough, so I used to like paint and post on Instagram every day. I did that for like almost a year. Now not so much so. Now I kind of post either highlights from YouTube or previews from YouTube. So a lot of them actually on there now are previews from YouTube, and they are all gouache landscapes. I need to practice watercolor landscapes. Hands are yellow. Which one's hands are yellow? I feel like I know the name, but I haven't. Is hands are yellow like lemon yellow? Oh, my Nigerian. Yeah. We're not Trini. I went there because a friend was there. Well, because a friend like came from there, and I thought it would be nice to go somewhere different and be in the Caribbean. So I went to Trinidad. But yeah, I'm Igbo, which is a tribe in Nigeria. Um, one of the three big ones. To yellow. Sometimes I look at my artwork and I'm like, wow, it really doesn't look like it's made by the same person, or I don't think it is. You go my Instagram, it's like gouache landscapes. You come here, it's like loose florals. You go and it's like bright purple, light pink. I like everything. Are you guys getting an echo or anything? Yeah, hands are yellow. That's what I thought, lemon yellow. Yeah, that's the in the Cotman set it's called lemon yellow. I do like that. That's this yellow that I'm using now. I do like it. No, I find myself still quite a beginnerish in terms of like I don't normally look for to know like pigments and everything. It's only like just about now that I'm a bit more aware of it, and that's just because I have professional sets and because I want to learn color mixing better. In order to like try and avoid getting muddy colors, I try to get single pigments, but I haven't like found a particular preference apart from like those colors. Oh really? Helen, you may like what's her name? Natasha Newton? Yes. She just did a video on like granulating. Yeah, she was it her? Was it her? I think two people, Natasha Newton and Lindsay, the frugal crafter, just did videos on like granulating paints. And beforehand, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of them, but as in granulating paints, not those artists. But after seeing those artists use it, I thought maybe I was a bit too harsh. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks. I just wanted to check. Hey, Super Lucky Studio. Thank you for joining. Because sometimes because I have two devices up, you can get an echo. So I just want to make sure that I am not doing that, which is good. Yeah, honestly, her landscapes are like no other. And like I said, I never really fully had an appreciation for abstract, or I thought I didn't. But this past year, I'm all about that abstract. I'm all about everything, I guess. Oh, I haven't done paint pouring in a long time. But it's so satisfying to do. Do you make your own paint as well, Dawn? Literally make everything. That's so amazing. Yeah, no, Natasha Newton was doing landscapes with it, and it did like really add depth to like it just looked so nice. Even the frugal crafter was doing landscapes with it, and I thought I don't know I think because I wanted I like things looking like photorealistic, although I can't do photorealism. So that's why I never got granulating paints, because I thought, well, if I ever want to do photorealism, then granulation isn't really for me. And I'm not saying that now I will like all my paints will convert to granulation, whereas before it was hard no. Now it's like, maybe. If there's a good sale, I'll try. I'll experiment, dip my toe. What do you think? Do you think I should post this as make it public, or do you think it should just be like a private thing? Also, part of me wanted to make it like a Zoom so that it's a bit more private. But I don't actually know if that's necessary or if that's making it longer. Like, there is something to be said about the convenience of just logging into, well, just turning on YouTube and it's there. Dioxazine. Dioxazine. Thank you. Yes, seriously, seriously hardcore. No, I do. All I have, like this desk, is my studio. That's literally all I have. I cannot dedicate any more space. As you may have noticed, like anything that I've shown you, like sketchbooks or whatever, I'll be like, oh yeah, and grab it. Everything is within arm's reach. Do you mean like clean lines when I'm doing a painting? As in across the painting or the border? Meisuko. Tell me how I say that. Because if I'm just doing a border, I just literally use like masking tape. Post it, share the love, thanks. Yeah, if I'm doing the borders, I'll use masking tape. Sorry, that must be annoying. If I'm doing the borders, I will use masking tape. If I'm not, then I will just freehand it. So a lot of my urban sketches are freehand. The walls and everything are all freehand. Cool, we have a consensus. I'll make the lines of equal thickness. Just to check. If it's a fine liner, then the thickness is equal irrespective of how, like, unless I'm really, really pushing hard and I'm really, really pushing light. If I'm just using relatively the same consistency, then the lines are the same. For this one, I used a brush pen, so the lines were varying. The lines are varying thickness because I was using a brush pen. I wanted to try something different. But with this, no matter, like, with what I'm doing, to change the thickness, I literally just change the pen. Yeah, see, I didn't know. Yeah, I like the idea of like, oh, we're on Zoom, we can see each other, we're all painting and everything. But then I don't know if it would work in terms of like people's availability. Do people want to switch on their cameras, or do people just prefer it to be like this? So I wanted to do like a mixture of both and see how it goes, because I really want to dedicate more time for like to my sketchbook. So I thought I could do like a sketchbook series where everyone just brings their own project, bring whatever you like, and then we just paint together. yeah, if you want different thicknesses, then brush is a bet, or like a fountain pen. But with this, you can see all the lines are the same thickness. I can't change it. My family's gonna wake up in the morning and see that I did a live stream and be like, what? What were you doing? You didn't tell anyone. Thank you so much for joining. Honestly, even Miss Ebony from the beginning, you've been here, like, and Made by Dawn, all of you've been here. It's amazing. I'm a night owl. I'm actually, not only is it 12:30, I haven't slept since yesterday. Like, I haven't slept in over 24 hours. What time did I sleep? It's been over 24 hours. Um, but I'm hoping that means that after this live stream, I will just sleep like a baby. Normally, I'm nocturnal. But I still have responsibilities in the day, which is not great. Thank you. Part of me also wishes that they didn't, like, I get why they have to, but if they didn't copyright music, I'd have Afro beats on here. I know all the songs I've like been picking have been like really calm and chill, but it's not usually the music I listen to. It's just the copyright music that I can find that I like. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Um, I had a commission I was doing for Divine Roots, and I was adding gold to that. That was quite nice. Are we all Instagram friends? Random question. Because I find also sometimes I should say that YouTube will my block my comments so I can't reply, and then I have no way of telling you that I can't reply to you. I've never aired a comment. It may take me like 2 days, maybe 3 days max to reply, but I've never like not replied. So if I haven't, it's because it's been blocked. Honestly, I'm going to practice these florals as well. And also I want to, it's just that I want to do so much. Like I also want to do portraits. I did portraits over a year ago, like a year and a half ago. Let me show you. Let me see. I'm confident that these look not like my family enough that I can actually show them on the internet. And like random people, I don't know. But I really want to get better at that. So many ideas, so little time. Oh, this one's like one of my favorites. I actually have a mug. My mum gifted me a mug with this. I don't even know how she got the picture. I was so happy. As in, like, she, with my painting on it. So it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like a real artist. Thank you. Thank you, Meisik. How do I say your name? Meisuko. Meisuko. Thank you, Temple. Thanks, Miss Ebony. I'll follow you back after the stream. Just because I find it easier to, I guess, communicate, reply, share things. Sometimes YouTube can be quite one way. Yeah, I want to do that as well. Watch this space. You'll see florals, you'll see urban sketches, you'll see people, you'll see everything. Okay, thank you. Correct me if I say it wrong, though. Hopefully, I won't. Does anyone have any nice plans for the weekend? Thank you. Honestly, everyone's so lovely. That's what I feel. I do want to, I do think it's good to do everything. I just I just hope I can do enough of everything to get good at it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll follow you back too. I figured every MVP I'd want to follow back because I want to talk to you guys. Oh, you're working. When you say working, do you mean like YouTube or do you mean hospital, well, research? That sounds like such a good plan. Just staying home, relaxing. I know it's snowing in some parts of the US. It's not snowing here. The weather's actually been quite mild, which is quite nice. Everyone's plan is to sleep. Does that mean it's really horrible weather outside, so everyone's just planning on relaxing at home? Good night, Miss Ebony. Good night, Dawn. No, that's cool. I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, is it a problem that I don't have an art style? um, I concluded no, it's not a problem. But I was wondering whether that would be an issue down the line. So it's good that you're experimenting with your style. Sorry, no fun. I've literally just got over COVID. I feel like we're close enough that I can tell you. But yeah, that's why I was like wiped out for weeks. Ah, what position does he play? I really into my brother used to play football, so I got really into it at the time. Like I knew all the lingo, like offside, ref, man on, like I knew all that stuff. Knew the rules, knew the penalties. And also when World Cup comes round, I know it again, but then that's pretty much it. 83 degrees. You know, I work in Celsius, so that 83, I don't know what that means. Is that hot or cold? Oh, thank you for staying, Miss Avini. Oh, no problem. No problem, Dawn. Rest well. Have a lovely weekend. Ah, that's cool. My favourite goalie was Buffon. I love that man. He used to play for Italy. I think he was the world's best goalkeeper, but I may be biased. How does it vary so much? 83 and 35. To me, that just sounds like wild. And 28. I mean, I know it's low, I just don't know how low. Let me Google. 28 F in C. -2. That's crazy cold. That's a lot colder than I thought. You know, you see 28 and kind of feel like, oh, it should be somewhat cold. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm better. Yeah, much better. Today I'm like feeling like myself again. So I haven't like edited the video. Part of me is like, oh, should I soldier it and edit? But then the other part of me is like, there's no point working myself sick again. Because I actually got better and then I got sick, went to work and I got sick again. 28 Celsius is 80. How, wow, that's such a huge variation. Oh, but then again, you're in Belize. No wonder you have the best weather. I think this one's finished. Would we agree? So these are the ones we've done today. Is anyone else painting also? What do you do, Meisuka? I find it fascinating that Canada can handle those kind of temperatures because in the UK, I tell you now, if it rains too much or if it's too cold or if it's too hot or if it's too windy, everything breaks down. Thanks, Inquax. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. I'm gonna keep practicing. Because, like, say for example, it's actually. Can you see? This is like one of my favorites. IT is cool. I could do with being a bit more IT literate. I think I should probably end it there. Would you guys agree? It's been an hour and a half. I mean, I feel like I could stay here for a very long time, but then again, probably shouldn't. Just checking my phone still has battery. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I was so nervous. And you guys were so kind to me and so nice. Yeah, I couldn't handle -5. Genuinely, I feel like the UK would shut down. Thank you so much, Miss Ebony. Thank you, Miss Uko. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. I'll put it on. Which one's favourite? Oh, there's 3, so I can't really show you all at the same time. I may put it as a... Yeah, I wish even on the community tab, you can't put pictures as polls. Like, do you know what I mean? If I put a picture, then I can't do a poll as well. So it's either I put it separately and then say which one's your favourite. But maybe I'll put it on Instagram. Thank you so much. Inkworks, Antoni and Anna, and Temple, Antonia, Mesuko, and Miss Ebony, and Super Lucky Studios. I honestly so the word isn't flattered. Like, I'm touched. I'm grateful. I think grateful is the word, because I really didn't know what to expect. You like the purple one? As in, like, this one? All 3, not choosing. I love it. You take care too, Temple. Stay warm and stay safe. Thank you, guys. I hope you have, well, depending on the time, I hope you have either a nice evening or a wonderful night, or both. The purple one. I can't believe the purple one is the one that inspired all this, because I was like, I need to practice. My purples isn't as good as it used to be. So I didn't do this one in the live stream. Yes, this vibrant one. Funny that. And there I thought I needed to calm down on the purples. This one I just do not like. So we'll just leave it that way. Does anyone have any questions before we go? Or comments? And the verdict was like, okay, do the live stream, not live stream, do the video showing the 3 items. The I guess like art store tour and haul, and post this video as well. Thank you. Oh, when's the next stream? That's such a good question. Should we make it a regular thing? What is today? Friday. I'm working next Friday, so I can't do next Friday. But we could do next weekend. I will like do it as a... I will schedule it to give people more notice, I think. Now that you guys have like eased me into it and been super, super kind. Okay, so yes to it being a regular thing. Okay, cool. I love it because honestly, it's so much nicer painting and talking and chatting with you guys than, you know, watching crime dramas, which is the alternative. So I'll schedule it in when I'm doing like my sketchbook time. Yeah, that is a good point. I'm not gonna like today. I was like, oh, if nobody comes, or if one person comes, like it's like, oh, when Miss Ebony was there, I was like, okay, that's cool, because I know her. She's really nice to me. So today was kind of like under the radar because I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I wasn't sure if I'd have sound, if my computer would like work. Or I watch American crime dramas. I don't watch any British crime dramas. I mean, so many like Criminal Minds, NCIS, Law and Order SVU, um, Blacklist. What else have I watched? Covert Affairs, Major Crimes. The list is too long. I've watched all of them. Exactly. Oh, BritBox. Is that a crime drama? I thought it was just like British people watching TV. Clearly, I don't watch enough British drama. Bit of a random question before we go. Do I have a British accent? I know it sounds like really silly, but when I watch um, British dramas and when I watch American dramas that have British people, I don't feel like that's what I sound like. Is that what I sound like to you? Like, would you be like, oh yeah, she has the British accent, or I have an accent that's somewhat British, but not like the one on TV? Anyway, maybe that's a question for next time. But I hope I don't sound like that. Oh yeah, I do. I can't believe it. I love the brutal honesty. No, no, it's not Cockney, but I didn't want it to be Queens either. I guess what else would it be? Of course, it's going to be British, isn't it? I feel like maybe one stream I'll try and put on an American accent for the whole stream, see how that goes. No, I can't. I can only just like American accents. I can distinguish like Texan and South and New York, and then the rest all sounds the same. No disrespect. Ah, I do have an accent. I love how you guys won't even lie to me. Well, when we do the Zoom session, then we can all like listen to each other's accents because it sounds like everyone's from like all over the place. Okay. Well, I will leave you guys to it. Thank you so, so much for tuning in to my live stream. My first ever live stream. We did it, guys. 1 hour, 37 minutes. Your MVPs, your OGs. You're the best support system a girl could ask for. Oh, thank you, Anna. Should I say Anna or Anna Downya? Peace out. Have a great night, everyone. Bye, Helen. Thank you for watching. Yeah, Miss Ebony, your accent sounds bomb. Sounds so good. As in, like, in my head, it sounds amazing. That mix. But then again, I love the Bayesian accent. Bye, everyone. Good night.